Alright guys, how's it going today? This is Nate Deacon with Golf Made Easy. It's been about a month since I've posted. I've been really busy with lessons and work. But throughout this month I've ran into a lot of my students that have been running into the same issue. So I've talked about it before, how it's really important that once we get to the top of our swing, that it's hips, hands, then club head always last. It's how not only to maximize your distance, but make sure you don't get over the top. So we've been working on a lot of drills to help people achieve that. And so I'm going to show you guys a couple of drills that have been working for my students. Hopefully they'll work for you at home. And so one of them is, the most common thing once we get set up is so many people want to lead with their hands, and it leaves our weight behind and our shoulders working like this instead of clearing. So we know that my swing is the 3 lefts. I drag the left arm back, that sets my core, and then I turn my left shoulder and left hip in unison, and that's going to go ahead and clear my body so I can let the left arm just fire right back through. If you get that down where you drag the set, then turn them together and let the left arm follow, then you'll be consistent. So one of the drills is, it's really important that you set up proper. I have a 7-iron out, and I'm just putting the ball middle, and I'm making sure that my weight is 50-50, if not favored a little bit towards my front leg. When you favor your weight, you always do it from the top, not from the bottom. It's crucial. And so now that I'm set up, the first drill is that I'm going to work on just dragging the club back, and when I get to the top of my swing, I'm going to act like someone has actually made it where my arms no longer work. I'm just going to work on getting right to here and then turning the body to square up the club and just let them naturally follow through. This is not for you to hit it far. This is for you to work on the club going to the target and closing by using your body to shut the club instead of trying to manipulate the club face with your hands. When you get good at doing this, you realize how easy it is to just drag back and turn and hit the ball to your target every time. When you're relying on the rotation of your shoulder and hip to shut the club, now at the very end, we release the left arm down the target line, but that's really all of our acceleration. So many of my students are getting here and they're trying to shut the club with their hands and their wrist that they end up late with their turn. So most of them end up here, but really if I just get back to the top of my swing and realize that if I just turn, what has to follow? My arm is going to just follow back through and release the club at the end for me. Right there, I'm not flipping my wrist, I'm not doing anything special, but I actually just hit what I was aimed at on the fly. So it's a really good drill to utilize your core and not try to focus so much on your hands and when you're releasing them. Gravity will take over. This weighs more than the grip. So if we get turning and our left arm's leading, this is always going to just naturally flip at the end. It's just how it works. So the other drill I've seen a lot of success this weekend is where you set up and you got to keep your posture. So when you keep your posture, you just come up and then drag to here where you would be in your backswing. Now you're going to turn your shoulders and hip together, your left shoulder and hip, and just feel the club trailing, your arms trailing the turn. And then right here, you're just going to let it flip over, almost like you're hitting a baseball. Now if you do this while keeping your posture, everyone says that a baseball rotation is bad. So many baseball players struggle with golf. But if you do it and just let the arms follow instead of lead, now if I do the same thing, go turn the shoulder, release, turn the shoulder, release, and then come down with my arms as I do it, that's really the same as the golf swing. So instead of turning and letting my arms trail and fire it here, I'm just now feeling that same turn and letting my arms fire down to the ball while I do it. the key is that we're keeping our shoulders level. So this drill just helps all the people that struggle with keeping too much weight on their back leg and diving with their right side. It gets them not only transferring their weight to their front leg better, but it makes sure that we're getting here, clearing the left side, and then just letting the arms fire down through the target line. It also helps with, over the top swings, because we're working on firing out here compared to letting our hands lead and going over the top. So these two drills have been really great for my students, and the main point of them, guys, is just that quit trying to force your swing with your arms and your hands. No matter how strong you are, I'm always going to hit the ball further than you by using my body to start my downswing and letting my arms and club follow. The important thing when you're doing the drills, set up the sticks so you know the club is going to the target and not getting into this bad zone. This is where I'm turning the shoulder, letting the hands get out of control and go to the top. But if you just let the arms follow, I can feel like I swing so slow, but because my body's turning and I'm really keeping all this lag till it naturally releases at the end, I'm always going to hit it further than someone that just tries to jam their arms and club down and does not clear the shoulder. So from here, I'm just going to set up natural, and rotate smoothly, let the club fire to the target at the end. All right, you guys have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you guys sooner than a month.